Is when we get the first match of the night, which is Kofi Kingston versus Santos Escobar. My main comments from this is Zelina looks amazing.
I mean,
Like,
she slayed.
Yeah. So interesting to see the New Day doing double duty because they are the NXT Tag Team Champions. So they are appearing on Raw and SmackDown interchangeably. It seems like they're just kind of wherever they choose to go. So obviously they're doing a lot right now. But yeah, so there was the singles match. Escobar wins, obviously. I think that definitely plays into how Triple H feels about Legado del Fantasma.
They're so good.
Yeah, I'm not like a huge like fan. Like, obviously they're talented. I'm not saying that. I'm just like,
No, but you're
I'm
not. That's not your
I'm
bread
not
and butter.
yeah, I'm just not invested really. But I also am like, they haven't had a real feud that got me invested one
Fair.
way or the other.
Yeah.
So I think that's more so why. But otherwise, I
What do
mean,
you
it was a
think of?
solid match.
What do you think of lucha wrestling? Are you like a big fan
Oh,
of it, or you just like it, or
I mean, I'm not like a super big fan, but I enjoy it because
enjoy it? Okay.
I do like um the more technical stuff that they do, the high flying, like that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. I enjoy that type of wrestling. And my sister grew up as a Rey Mysterio fan. So like
No, so
I
there you go.
was
Yeah.
constantly like seeing it, you know.
Okay.
So and then
I love it.
obviously I loved Eddie Guerrero, one of my
Well,
favorites.
yeah. I
So,
mean, that's
you know,
the
that
ultimate lucha in my eyes.
yeah, so
I
that
loved
type of
it.
stuff, yeah, I enjoy it, and I like that we're seeing more of that. I feel like it kind of goes into even a later match. Like, I love that Ricochet is getting more time
Oh my
because there's
god.
not I know we're gonna talk about it,
I'll
but those,
save my comment for it.
those
But
types of wrestlers I
yeah.
enjoy seeing because I think that Vince it wasn't the biggest fan of that type of wrestler, at least as of late. He always loved the big guys that
Yeah.
were very dominant in the ring, but they didn't, they weren't doing stuff off the top rope. They
No.
weren't doing that kind of stuff. So I'm glad that Triple H is like, no, we like this. So we're gonna make sure that we show it every single week.
And I like how they can do with Legado Fantasma is obviously the lucha stuff, but kind of what they did in NXT with the backstage segments, vignettes. They want to bring that back in some capacity to the main
Mm-hmm.
roster, and we've seen it already. Legado Fantasma will be a very good guinea pig to that because they have the faction that is the high and mighty, the rich, the luxurious life, and you can do a lot with that backstage that it makes them kind of a holier than thou faction,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where you can build up feud storylines, and it doesn't have to be in the ring. That's where I see them being used instead of like people that are going to cut promos week to week, or backstage interviews type, not just the fun videos, but like interviews. They have like a special case where we're going to see them be used in a way that it upgrades the product as a whole to be more, I would say, creative and more
Yeah.
of cinema would be a better
Well,
word.
and we've talked about too, it seems like they're using more stables in general,
Oh yeah.
factions, whatever you want to call it. And so I think I I think we talked about it and we said we both liked that. And I think that they're definitely one of the main ones at the moment that are like
Yeah.
constantly featured. And so I'm really excited to see, I mean, other than Judgment Day, but I am excited to see like more of that and what ends up happening because I don't think they really have any other group like that on SmackDown other than Hit Row, but like even that's not the same.
No.
Obviously it's 2 men to 3 men, so and a woman. But yeah, I think it'll be cool if we can see more of that.
Mhm.